What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're at a great pond and we're gonna try and figure out the bite this evening.
Look at that fish. Jesus, bro. Holy Jesus! I just got obliterated. There he is. Got him. Got him. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I didn't even. Holy Jesus. There's a fish. There's a nice fish.
Alright, you guys, a super quick introduction today, and then we're going to fish. I like to keep these intros short and sweet. We're at this great pond right here. All of our tackle. And all we're going to do is figure out the bite. The sun's going down. So let's get fishing. Alright, you guys, so we're going to start off with the spinnerbait because it is late August, almost into September. The spinnerbait bite ought to be on. Throwing a Mustad brand spinnerbait. It's a very large spinnerbait too. So hopefully anything that bites is a nice size fish. I believe it's a 3/4 ounce. Yeah, it's just kind of like green and shad pattern spinnerbait. I'll show you guys it in 1 second. We got grass all over it, so it's a very normal spinnerbait. We got a Rapala mare on the back of it. There's our setup. Two nice blades on it. So just gonna chuck and wind and hopefully get ourselves on a fish or two tonight. A lot of grass on. Okay, so we got all sorts of stuff with us. Don't mind the noise in the background. We live incredibly close to where the NHRA Nationals are, and they're getting ready to race. So, but yeah, let's figure out this bite. Hopefully, get on some fish. Fish on. Oh no! Oh, you guys, I had one on top water right there. We didn't take at it though. All right, we're gonna go right back at him real quick. See if we can get him back. There's a chance. That was a nice blow up too. That was a very nice blow up. A little pop up right behind it. Let's let it sit for a second now. Sometimes I hit on that. Then you kill it. Lady next to us just hauling bluegill out of the pond like crazy. Here's what we're throwing real quick. Throwing a nice Yo-Zuri kind of shed colored spook, 135 size popping spook. So that's what we're throwing. Throwing our normal topwater gear. Missed another one, you guys. And I just threw it right and pulled it right into the weeds too. They're short striking. Means I almost want to slow it up maybe. Get the grass off this, and I'm probably gonna switch over. That's 2 short strikes I've had on this. I normally don't miss short strikes. I don't normally have short strikes with these. So maybe we'll try something a little slower, a little more enticing, that we could work like a maybe we're gonna try a whopper plopper. So I'm gonna go ahead and ton a whopper plopper. Oopsies. If I can sound good now. There's fish. No! You guys! I keep missing them, bro. This is insane. went with my gut and changed up to a fluke. Let's go back to it. I'm missing these hook sets. They're not really taking them. There's one. Oh my god, it came off again. You guys, what am I doing to miss? I'm gonna maybe give him an extra half second to eat. I don't know. Let it untangle. I'm 0 for 4 on hook sets tonight. Let's keep that hook a little more exposed. Let me right back into here and throw again. So it looks like they're going off after a smaller pattern maybe. Next, we're trying to figure out this bite. I haven't had a ton of luck up here recently. If weather changing, if it's really cool overnight, really warm during the day. Right now it's cooling off again. Got a bite. There he is. Just let him eat it and pull a buddy up. There we go. There's a little guy for us. Right to the bottom lip. Get him unhooked. Hang on. Settle buddy down, let him flop. Open the box, got the old pliers. The only thing I didn't bring with me was a scale, funny enough. So we're not gonna be able to weigh out any big ones tonight, but the way it's been fishing up here, I don't think we have many of those coming our way this evening. So let's go ahead and get him unhooked real quick. Somehow double hooked himself. Trying to tearing my line up too. There we go. Jeez. Not the best release, but there we go. Just a little guy. Nothing crazy. Toss him back out of the way. And he's off. There we go. There's our first fish of the video. Let's keep the pliers in the pocket here. There's fish. There's another little one, you guys. On the baby bass color, zoom fluke. Just like that. Ooh, I hooked in the eye a little bit. Sorry, nice, another little guy. Toss him back. I just don't want to throw him into all this scum and get him stuck here, so obviously throwing is not the perfect release, but at the same time, it's get him stuck in this scum or just give him a toss, and I'd rather give him a toss. I'm not throwing him like a billion miles in the air either, so I'm not too worried about the fish. They're pretty resilient. Alright, you guys, so the bait fish profile, the fluke is kind of turned off right now. We've been casting for another 10 or 15 minutes. Don't really want to work down that way too far yet because they're all down there fishing. I don't want to intrude on them. So instead of doing that, we're just going to switch up profiles, probably go to something more along the lines of like a chatterbait. So I'm going to go ahead and get that tied on. There's one. Bluegill. Oh, little bass, see you guys. Just a little bass. I think it's so small I thought it was a bluegill. Almost out. He's double hooked. There we go. Just a little guy. And he's back. Another one on the fluke. We switched back to the fluke. Fluke was working a bit, but since they're kind of hitting on a little bit of the drop rather than the actual jerk of it, I might go ahead and flip up profiles here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip. Again, it's me thinking through because obviously the fluke is working, But no one wants to watch a video of me just fishing a fluke all night. Obviously, unless it was titled like, hey, I'm fishing flukes tonight, and that's it. But it's not the title of this video, so we're going to actually switch up to, let's go to the Chigger Craw from Power Bait, the black and blue, with the Power Bait on it from Berkley. So let's go ahead and tie one of these, thread one of these on. Again, we're running just 3 IDWGs here. It's a pretty standard hook size for every soft plastic I use. I don't really jump up or down in size, unless the only time I really go up, so I'm throwing like really large worms, I'll jump up to a 5/0. But I don't really downsize to a 1/0 much. If I'm going smaller, then I'm just running a Ned rig anyways. So 3/0's about all I run. So we're just gonna keep her rolling here. Let's go right back at it. The black and blue Chigger Craw. Kind of flip it out here and just let it sink. That was quick. Ooh, man, I had one. I think that was a bluegill. There's something. There's a full guy on the craw. So they're hitting these smaller presentations tonight. That's what I'm figuring out, you guys. They're not liking anything big. They're going, because I mean, I haven't gotten a big one to bite yet. So I almost wonder what a smaller, I mean, they're hitting well into their size range. I mean, they say about 20% of the length is what fish these bass go for. Just trying to get the barb past. But again, another nice little fish. So another one on the craw. Or I guess that might be the first one I've actually hauled in on the craw. You finally pull a claw off. Yeah, they finally ripped one of my claws off. Let's try it one time without a claw, because I don't mind having one claw on. I don't think it affects the fish, the eatability of it. I mean, I feel like the fish are still gonna eat it. They might be more likely to, because it looks like something that's defenseless. There's one. Wait for him to really eat it. What do we got? Another little bass? Yep. Yep, another little guy. Man, I'm just catching these little shrimp tonight, you guys. I ain't caught anything worth the darn yet. Grab my pliers out for this one. He's really stuck in the tongue. Nice, just another little guy. But as you can see, and he pulled my pulled my other claw off, so we gotta pull this one off anyway. So I'm gonna try a creature bait, see if maybe something like that. They seem to like a little bit of flap tonight, so we're gonna try that. Flap on this. Flap on these. There's one, you guys. Feels okay. Not humongous, but I got him first cast on the Cotton Candy Chartreuse Lizard. You guys haven't even gotten to take a look at this yet. Let's take a quick look at how this thing looks. You might have. Let's see how I edited the video, but there's our fish. Another little guy. Quick look. It's a Zoom Cotton Candy Chartreuse Lizard. So it's a lizard tail, or it's a full lizard profile. It's cotton candy purple color with the flake, 4 appendages, and then a nice ribbon tail in the chartreuse color, which is really nice. So obviously it seems to work. That got a nice bite on the first one. Just kind of jigging it along is kind of what I've been doing, just popping it, and there's one again. Holy, I mean, that thing really hit the water. Just got to get them up to the surface. Boom. Alrighty, well, we're kind of figuring out the bite. They're liking flap, really like when there's something kind of flopping around in front of them tonight. Let's grab pliers out. So he's hooked. Another little fish. I haven't got anything big to bite yet tonight, guys. I'm sorry about that. Everything's real itty bitty, but it's okay. It must be the theme of the day. Went and saw my niece was born today. A little shout out to her. Not gonna, obviously we're not revealing children's name on here, but My niece was born today, so pretty cool on that. She's obviously, or not today, she was born 2 days ago, but I met her today, so. There's one. Bluegill? Feels like a bluegill. Yeah, it's a bluegill. I got a bluegill on the list. That's a nice bluegill too, guys. Look at that thing. That is an absolute freaking dinner plate right there of a bluegill. That is a dinner plate of a bluegill. Look at him. Toss him back. So he was running like one. You guys, it missed again, bro. That's insane. Oh, and I'm caught in the net. Bro, you guys, it missed again. Oh, keep missing. Why do they? That was a decent sized fish for like 2. Oh, why do they keep missing? That's insane. Why they just? Someone just dumped something in the pond, or that wasn't trash. We have an issue with people dumping their trash in these ponds here. It's sad. Had a decent one right there, right at the end too. You got to give it a second or two, and then you just set the hook on them. And I set the hook, and the hook kept moving at me. I was like, "Well, darn, there's no fish there." Let's go over this way, a little bit closer to an edge. See if that makes a difference. There's one finally. Finally got fish on the spook. There we go, let's keep him pinned. Oh, he went down in the deep crap. All right, we're gonna horse him. I think the fish came off, you guys. Nope, fish is on. So we got the fish still, y'all. That's good. Let's pull him up. Get a look at him. There we go. Finally a respectable fish this evening, you guys. About darn time. Okay. All right, let's get him to calm down. I kind of hooked him up underneath the bottom of the mouth. He didn't quite get hooked in the mouth, it looks like. All right, pop sunglasses off so I actually see this fish. See, look at how old buddy's hooked up here. He is. All 3 hooks from this one treble hook are in them. That's gonna be fun. Okay. One's out. 2 are out. Number 3 out here. 3 are out. We got this fish. One on the bottom of them. There we go. He's flopping all the way back down to the water. Hang on, you guys. Alright, let's take a quick gander at him. He'll open up for us. There he is. Not a bad little fish. Toss him back. And he's off and away. It's not a bad little fish, you guys. I'll take that. We had some dudes on like the motorized like seat hang glide airplanes up here. I don't know if you guys can see it up there, right there. That's funny. Second. And they're darting away. And we were just chucking. Oh, guys, we had a hit right there. No, we had one go after it. All right, guys, we've been fishing the buzzbait. We actually just pulled like 50 yards of line out of the grass. So if this was you, come on, guys, let's not leave our line out. Pick up your line, especially if it's like any line, but especially braid, it doesn't decompose. We're throwing the black KVD buzzbait. We weren't having any luck with it, so we're switching over to, it's a 108 size, I think, technically, or 112 size, 6N strict bait. I think it's about a 3 to 4 foot dive depth. I think it's a little 1/2 ounce, so We don't have the perfect rod for it, but say our jerkbait rod doesn't have a reel yet. So there's fish. There's fish, you guys. Just a little guy, I think. Bro, yeah, just a wee lad. Didn't even have anything in him to fight. Bro just got yoinked. That was quick. Just a little guy. But, got him on the Yamasenko over here. We're on the, show you guys what we're throwing real quick. Again, still on that same 3-aught weightless CWG. We have the Gary Yamamoto bass colored Senko. Actually, a little bit of orange from a different one, from a different Senko bled into it. So we actually have kind of a new color that has never been seen before. A little nibble right there. There's some down there. One right there. Ooh, I just got jumped out of the top, jumped out of the water for that one. That decent little guy. Decent one over here. Yeah, not a bad fish. Look at him go. He's thrashing pretty good on the Yamasenko. That's a halfway decent fish, you guys. It's not too shabby, actually. Nice little guy for this pond. Get him up. Yeah, that's a nice thick little fish. Get him hooked real quick. Nope, I think I just made the fish fart. That's funny. Yeah, you guys can see, came out of his mouth and went back into his jaw, so I gotta work it just a hair here. There it goes. Sent. Alrighty, almost there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get a quick picture of this one, you guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, got our picture. Let's go ahead and put him back into the agua. Got our picture. That'll probably end up being our thumbnail unless we just latch onto a big one up here. And we have the invasion of the Canadians. I'm sure you guys can all hear. The pesky geese. As long as they don't land in the pond and crap it up like they have been in the past. That was cool. That fish literally jumped out of the water for the worm, so I just had to let him eat it for a second and then just set the hook. So I think it's about topwater time, you guys. And we're about that time where I think a plopper is going to do really well. So I think this will be our last catch. Ooh, I had one. We almost doubled up. I almost went back to back. Alrighty. Well, we didn't get to go back to back. Almost had one. You can see it pulled it off. But we're going to go ahead and tie on a whopper plopper and see what kind of trouble we can't get ourselves into here. Alright, you guys. Here's what we got real quick. We have a very small 75 sized bone whopper plopper from River to Sea. Throwing on 10-pound mono and on our spinning, our open face spinning combo. Check it out. And just very slowly wind it across the top. We're going to set our drag down there. And we'll adjust that up as we need. I want to be able to play these fish. They get big. It's funny, even this amount of drag is, so this is, ooh, had one right there, funny enough. Go after it. But compared to that Blues Mock Crush combo that I've got, or Mock Smash, sorry, I have the Mock Smash combo. This one's a lot less. This is a much more bendy rod. It's a medium light compared to a medium rod. And so there's a lot more give in the tip of it, which means that if you watch, it takes a lot more. There's a lot more like parabolic bend in this rod even when I reel it in. I mean, just reeling in a empty, just watch. I mean, you can see there's a decent amount of bend. There's a lot of resistance through the reel too, just from, you know, this is not as heavy of gear, but I like throwing it on light gear. It's kind of fun. So this can work real nice and slow. One thing that kind of makes it tough is if a fish were to pull me down into the weeds. But I think right here we're gonna have a little bit of fun on some top water. And we got a biker gang going by. Wow. I have all sorts of crap going on here tonight, guys, I swear. Can't have nothing quiet here tonight. Everyone's just on. They're all fired up tonight. If it was quieter, I really like this at night because what you're doing here is kind of listening for it to, you're listening for just the big splash. Because with how low light it is right now, it's kind of hard to almost see it. I think it's close, obviously you can see it, but you're really almost listening at this point. But it's so darn loud out here that you can't hear it. I mean, it's not a huge whopper plopper. I mean, the other big one I had, if you look at, if you guys watched last week's video, it's just like an 8-minute video of me breaking my PB, working on the second cast. But if you watch it, the whopper plopper sounds almost like a helicopter. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's crazy. Also, I've got grass on right here. Yeah, we are loaded with some grass on the tail. You can feel it. Yep. There's one. I literally was thinking to myself, guys, I just want one fish on this, I think, and that'll end the video. So I think that is actually end our videos. One fish on the whopper plopper night, because it is awful late, and I gotta get home soon. Got a little bit of a walk home. So we got one little fish. Let's set him down. Let's get him unhooked, back in the water, and then we will this will effectively end today's video. So just kind of unhook him. There, he's hooked up underneath. There we go. There we go. I mean, he's just a fry of a fish. I mean, Putty's just so small, bro. And this guy is just such a little pipsqueak of a fish, but he had a lot of heart. And that's going to be our last fish of the video, you guys. That is going to that is going to end today's video for you guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. This was fun. Figured it'd be fun to come out. I haven't fished up here in a bit. Like I said, there's been a lot of issues with just small fish, and I haven't had time. So getting to come back up here is always, I love this pond. Such a fun pond to fish. So when I get the chance to, it's a fun one to come to. And so it was nice to come up here and just try and figure out the bite with you guys tonight. So yeah, let me put my stuff down. I'll sign off for you. All right, you guys, that is going to end today's video. We have a nice, beautiful sunset out here. As you can see, it is getting very dark. There's the moon. It's getting very dark out here. So that's going to end today's video because I'm going to head on home. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I've had a ton of fun with it. Just like I said, coming out, catch some fish, trying out some different lures, trying to see what works, what doesn't tonight. And just try and build a little bit of a pattern. The pattern I figured out tonight was low and slow and then really fast up top. So that's kind of what I figured out, but more of the low and slow technique seemed to work really well. Didn't have any luck with getting too quick underwater. So hopefully, again, you guys enjoyed today's video. Maybe learn from that pattern as you're fishing, you know, September. Obviously, September kicks up after this video is released. We're going to be well into like spinnerbait and chatterbait season, any sort of like bladed lure season. So I'll obviously be hitting those too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, ring that notification bell, as it is the easiest way to support my channel. I have a ton of fun. We're growing still a little bit of time. So like I said, keep smashing that subscribe button, tell your friends. Until next time, thanks guys.